Red Bull Racing's Daniel Ricciardo has said he could have a decision on his future as early as July. With the Australian admitting exclusively to the inside line, it's a very realistic option to remain at the team after a strong start to the year.
Obviously, the first few races have been really good where I am, so yeah, it's obviously a very realistic option to remain, but still figuring it out.
The 28-year-old is likely to stay with his team after being linked with a possible switch to Mercedes or Ferrari, but wants to wait to hear about Red Bull's future engine plans, expected in the next few weeks, before making his final decision.
That's something, obviously, I'm still trying to understand what direction they're going to go. That's playing a pretty big role for now. There's definitely a few factors coming in, but yeah, I think we'll try and get some clarity on that soon.
Mercedes will introduce its second power unit to both its works team and customer squads Force India and Williams at the next race in France. The three-pointed star had originally intended to make it available at last weekend's Canadian Grand Prix, but a last-minute problem forced the rollout to be delayed. Although we had hoped to introduce PU2 this weekend, a quality issue means that this has now been delayed by one race, said a Mercedes spokesman in Montreal. The upgrade is hoped to provide a welcome boost, with Lewis Hamilton and Valtteri Bottas off the pace in Canada. Pirelli is again pushing for the sport to make its rubber more road relevant for better marketing, with the hope F1 will switch to 18-inch wheels in 2021 as part of its major technical regulation overhaul. F1 currently uses 13-inch wheels, which is out of step with most motorsport categories, including Formula E and the World Endurance Championship, not to mention road users, all on lower-profile rubber. Pirelli has done previous demonstrations on 18-inch wheels, including with Charles Pic in a Lotus at Silverstone in 2014 and Martin Brundle in a GP2 car at Monaco the following year. A change was denied in the past due to costly suspension development, but new regulations in 2021 have opened the possibility. Drivers will have more protection on track next year, with F1's governing body, the FIA, introducing a new mandatory helmet standard that features advanced ballistic protection and increased energy absorption. The helmet is made with advanced composite materials to ensure added resistance to crushing and penetration, while the top of the visor opening has been lowered by 10 millimeters to achieve unprecedented levels of safety during impact from debris. The current top-end helmets are already the safest in the world, but the new standard will take them to the next level, said FIA Safety Director Laurent Mekies. Under the new standard, each helmet will need to withstand 14 tests that cover everything from impact to flammability. Red Bull has again brought the hills alive with the sound of F1, handing two wheel stars, MotoGP's Marc Marquez and Dani Pedrosa, and motocross legend Tony Cairoli, a test at its Spielberg track. The trio got time to adjust in the Red Bull simulator before suiting up for a run in the 2012 RB8, painted in Toro Rosso colors. Nine-time Grand Prix winner Mark Webber was on hand to help them get the best from the opportunity. And while Cairoli is a legend of his sport with 9 world championships and Pedrosa a 31-time MotoGP winner, much of the media attention was on 4-time MotoGP world champion Marquez, who was impressed with the switch to 4 wheels.
The nicest thing is on the fast corners. The downforce, you are turning so quick and so fast, so stable, and we will enjoy it, sure.
And while Marquez has said he's open to a switch to F1, Red Bull's infamously straight-talking motorsport consultant Dr. Helmut Marko confirmed he had the pace to make it happen.
Marquez is an exception in MotoGP, and it looks similar here in Formula One. I am happy that he gets along so quickly. A slower program was intended in the first place, but I said Mark can do this instantly, and he confirmed that. I think he made progress that would have left him at least in the midfield in Formula One.
theinsideline.com for everything Formula One.